Yo, this is Chris Blair. How you guys doing? I'm just in my usual spot here. They have been coming this one, Japan, they call it izakaya. So, what is izakaya? So, let me grab the menu. Actually, you actually make the orders from here. And there's still touch panel. That's becoming a very common thing. But let me show you guys this. While I gather, I'm going to show you guys a bit about izakaya. This is like a serious thing in Japan. Izakayas are everywhere. I mean, everywhere. It's one of the most popular things to do in Japan is you get together with your friends or go out with people, colleagues after work. You go to an izakaya, you drink and you eat. Now, what's really cool about this, and this is what I love about this, is check this out. So, look at this. It's just a series of small dishes. A series of small dishes. Everything comes in small dishes, right? Not like America and Europe where you got these big plate of stuff, right? Here you go, look at this. More small dishes, right? So what's cool about this is you know, and when you eat out in most restaurants, right? There are regular restaurants in Japan as well, what we would deem in the Western world as regular restaurants. But you know, you go to eat in a restaurant. For example, when I grew up in America, you get this massive plate of food. And if you want to eat steak, you eat steak. You eat a hamburger, you eat hamburger, right? And you're just stuck with that. With izakaya, I can order and eat 10 to 20 different things in a sitting because they're all small and cheap. So, for example, this right here, right? It's a couple hundred yen. It's a little meat cheese thing, right? Which I'm about to eat after this webinar. It's freaking awesome. It's a little bit like Chinese style, but even more. So Chinese style still, when you order a Chinese restaurant and you have that little thing in the center where you move but I don't know what you call it, but the thing where you spin it around, right? They have that there, right? But still, the dishes are pretty sizable. So you can only order so much dishes, especially if you're by yourself. But as a person just by myself here, every dish is so small, I can easily put down 10 things, and I can eat 10 different types of items, And this is why it's great. It's become one of my favorite places to eat. And every time I'm not in Japan. Like last year, I spent a lot of time in Malaysia, which is a great internet marketplace, right? This is why I went there and did a couple of events and meetups. But still, it was the same thing in Malaysia. There wasn't a lot of this, you just had to order big chunks of food, and I really missed it. I really missed, I'd be lucky if I could eat one or two different things, right? I really missed, the izakaya where I can eat many different things. But we're not here to talk about izakaya and food and everything. Let me take a drink of water. Beer, sorry. We're here to talk about Ecom, but I just wanted to do a little. I love showing you guys a little bit of my life in Japan while I'm doing these videos. Now, I'm going to talk about the CAR formula. I call it CAR formula, okay? And what this is basically the formula you need to understand to have success with Ecom. Actually, I would argue it's the formula you need to have success with anything that you're advertising, right? Anything you're advertising, right? Even this, I think this formula applies to digital thing, right? And so, what is the CAR formula? Okay, so let's talk about Ecom. We'll focus on Ecom, even though I think this applies to digital stuff too. What comes in a car? I mean, let's break down what a car is. Okay, the components, right? You have the frame of the car. Okay, you have the actual frame. You have the interior of the car. All right. Which is part of the frame, right? So that's part of the whole thing, right? The whole interior, the wheels, the pumps, the stereo, right? The outer bumpers, all that stuff, right? And you have an engine, right? And you have gas, right? Without gas, or nowadays you have electricity, right? Without gas or electricity, you can't go anywhere, okay? Let's compare this to Ecom. You have your website. Digital products too, you have your website, right? You got to have good presentation. You got to have it laid out right so people are interested in buying, okay? And then you also have to have your products, right? And that is like the engine of the car. But you also have to have your traffic, which is like the gasoline or the electricity that powers it, okay? Now, here's the thing, though, okay? People get in this mindset that the power is everything. They really do. I can tell you this for a fact because if I do this live stream and I put anything related to Facebook ads, my viewership is going to go through the roof. I mean, every time I do a video about Facebook ads, I get fucking thousands of views. Anytime I do something that's different than that, I get hundreds of views. In fact, if I was just interested in selling, right, my course and mastermind, and I wasn't interested in actually helping people, all I would do is talk about Facebook ads all day. Because if I do that, I'm going to sell more courses, I'm going to sell more coaching, more training. But here's the guys, it's true, I do want to sell my course and coaching. I'm not lying about that, right? But at the same time, I'm doing you a disservice. I'm not helping you if I just focus on Facebook ads. Because guys, Facebook ads is just the gasoline. You need a good framework. But more important, the number one most important thing you need, and the thing that people put the least amount of effort on, is an engine. And that's your product or your offer. And it's insanity, right? People spend a lot of time and hours and hours and hours on the website. They go in and they master every little component of Facebook ads, right? And they're taking all these courses on Facebook, they're painting the courses, and then you know what they do for products? They go to AliExpress, they do a search on AliExpress, and they search by bestsellers, and they just start grabbing them. Or they use a spy software, and they just model what everyone else is selling. I'll tell you what, I hate those spy softwares. In fact, I think those spy softwares are actually hurting your business. Because if you're just following the spy softwares and what's trending now, you're doing what everyone else is doing. Because everyone can pay $30 a month for a subscription to a spy software. Everyone can find the current best-selling products. It's easy. And you know what happens? Especially in the dropship world, more so than the print-on-demand world, because print-on-demand is a little harder, but people do it in the print-on-demand as well. But, because you have to get a design made and all this other stuff. But, especially in dropshipping, but it happens in both. Everyone just jumps on that train. Well, now you got hundreds of people selling the same thing. And the thing is, usually, on any given product idea, the person who is first to market on or second or third, right, who knows how to drive the traffic, builds up the pixel data on that product, right, and before the spy softwares realize how great that's selling, there's usually a few weeks to go by, they've already pounded the market. So all you're doing is doing what I call winner chasing. I'm sorry, it's a stupid idea. It really is, and yet everyone's doing this. And this is what's being taught too. And to me, it boggles my mind. Focus on finding and researching winning products, because unique ideas, guys. You're much better off testing one unique idea a day than using the spy software and testing 10 ideas that are already being copied and everyone's jumping on that train, right? You have a much better chance of success. And so I just gave you a massive secret sauce as to why my students are so successful. Is I push the hell out of them. I'm there pushing because unique. Think, be unique. I'm saying that all the time on every single call. Now I got some secret methods that we use to be unique, and those are reserved for my coaching students, and those are reserved for my mastermind members. So if you want access to how we come up with those unique ideas, then you either private message me, you can sign up for my coaching, you can sign up for my mastermind. So I'm not going to reveal what those are because that's proprietary information, but we have some methodologies. We have some methodologies to find unique ideas, and it really, really works. Okay? And guys, it works because since I've been doing coaching and training since 2014, go through my timeline. Success story, success story, success story, success story, success story. I am the only coach and trainer that Custom Cat themselves, the number one biggest print-on-demand supplier, recommends. They actually personally endorse me to their group. All right? All right, guys. Cheers. This is Chris Blair. I'm coming to you. And, guys, I want you to have success for Christmas. You can absolutely do it. It's a great time to crush it. But be unique. Think unique. Don't just copy and regurgitate. That is a formula for making just a few sales but not making a lot of money. Cheers. We'll see you in the next video.